Can you hear my voice? This time this is my fight song. Take back my life.
Welcome to episode 163 of the Two Woke Boys podcast. I am Chris.
I'm Cole.
And together we are two woke boys. It is a, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Cole. We missed you on the show, and it was a harrowing tale. We were afraid we'd never see you again.
Yeah.
The Burning Man stuff was crazy. Is that where you were?
That is where I was. Yeah.
And I mean, how did you make it out? It rained. We heard that rain happened.
There was some mud.
Yeah, like the ground. So, if people don't know, first of all, climate change is happening. And it's bad,
and it's your fault. Do something about the environment, motherfucker. It's your fault. I almost died at Burning Man.
Yeah,
piece of shit.
Yeah, pay for plastic bags when you go to the grocery store because that's gonna help. You fucking loser.
Yeah, bring your own bags.
Yeah, bring your own bags or pay 10 cents for the bags they already have that you could have just got for free if you didn't bitch about the environment. All right? Anyway, so if people don't know, because of climate change, sometimes water will fall from the sky, which is crazy. It's called rain.
Yeah.
And
it's this weird thing where
it didn't happen before.
No.
Rain wasn't happening until I don't know, pretty recently. Right. And this rain stuff will fall onto the ground, and then it'll combine with dirt. And, the people that listen to this podcast are fucking idiots. They don't know shit. Of
course.
We have to tell them stuff.
Yeah.
So, when this water from the sky called rain falls and it hits the dirt that's, dry, it creates this chemical compound called mud. Where it's wet dirt basically, but it's it's more
thick.
Dangerous. Yeah, it's thick, and it's not thick with two C's.
No,
which is what the kind of thick we like.
But if you are thick with two C's, you know what to do.
Yeah,
hit us up in our DMs. And let's have a dialogue about how we love body positivity.
We would even let you be,
areas.
We would let you even be thick with three C's.
Wow.
Yeah, 4 C's. It's a little much. All right, let's take it easy.
Right.
4 C's. Come on.
We are very body positive, but to a point.
Yeah. There's
too much body positivity will lead to some massive negativity.
That's right. Yeah.
Because everything needs balance.
Yeah. Yeah. And balance is key, and balance is the cycle of the universe, and balance is like the scales of justice or whatever. If you stand on your side of the justice scale with your 4 C's, that's going to tip the scales a little bit too much. It's probably going to break it, and that would be bad.
And then we will take a saw and we will saw your side off.
Yeah. Actually, that would be how it would have to go.
Of the scale, right.
Yeah, because I was going to say, because then we would, if we would, or maybe if we could, but it'd be hard because you weigh so much, we would put something heavier on the scale really quickly and launch you like a catapult out of here, because we don't need that shit.
Right.
But then it's hard to find a heavier object.
Yeah, true.
So, but that's what we would do. And it would make you feel light because you'd be flying through the air.
Right.
So, I don't know. But yes,
for sure. So
Burning
what were we
Man,
talking about? Burning Man
was dangerous.
Yeah, Burning Man. I just got out of there by the skin of my teeth. I just went to have an experience where I just connected with nature
and the earth. But the rain really fucked that up.
Right.
Yeah.
But I was trying to have this natural experience where my father paid for a tent that was essential. Ticket that was thousands of dollars
to stay outside.
Right. And then a tent that was kind of more luxurious than most single family homes.
Like your tent was actually a cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess
and it was built.
Tent might not be the right word for it.
For the
more of a
3-day weekend
house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. it was a built home.
Yes, a dwelling.
On the desert for 3 nights.
Yes,
and then it would just be left like trash out there.
Right.
And then,
Yeah, well, my father is talking about maybe making it an ADU and, make...
ADU?
What does that even stand for? It's like a rental unit where, make some additional... Yeah, was it additional housing unit or whatever? Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then they could house homeless people there if they had
that's not gonna fucking... Yeah,
well, if they had $7,000 a month.
Oh, yeah, if they have the money. Yeah.
Yeah. Or migrants. Yeah, if they come over here with thousands of dollars a month to spend on ADU housing in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
At the site of Burning Man. And at do they just leave the burning guy? Is that just like they light it and they're like, all right, we did it, and then they leave?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. But I was under the influence of some heavy psychedelics, and maybe I tried to run into the man.
Yeah.
Not in like a gay way. I'm not trying to like run into men.
I mean,
here.
The way that he's like he's standing, you would have to run into his butt.
Yeah. Well, what is the, I'm trying to remember. I mean, I was really fucked up when I was doing that. So yeah. But I'm trying to remember what the man even
like
looks like.
A big stick figure, basically.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, he's made of sticks too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So seems like a really cool event to just go there.
It was. So, I was out in nature in the little tent, aka small home that my father built.
Home.
Yeah. And then like because of the rain and stuff, like my driver was super late.
That's crazy.
I was like, hey, Juan, where you at? You're supposed to be here.
Yeah, that's the Uber Black too.
Right.
Like that's the premium one.
Yeah.
So he should be on time.
Yeah.
And then, Juan was not.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I fired him. Of
course.
Well, after taking the ride.
Yeah, you take the ride, then you refuse. You
refuse to pay. Yeah.
Yeah. And
I was like, it's over.
Which is hard because the app charges you, but you went through steps to make sure that guy was not paid.
Yeah, prepaid card. I got my whole system.
Yeah.
He was not paid.
Nice.
And so it was a whole thing. I mean, like the water started to like seep into the home. I mean, tent. And it was just a disaster. And I had this thought for a sec. I was like, what if I don't make it out?
Yeah.
What if
it rains for more than 3 hours?
Yeah.
Like normal rain.
What if this is it for me? And what if this is all I've had to give to the world? If I'm just cut down right in my prime, prime my life. I have so much more to give.
You died in that multi-million-dollar house that's in the middle of the desert only for 3 days for Burning Man.
And I was just thinking like, what if this is it? And I've given all, like I have so much left to give because I'm an empath and I'm a giver.
That house is not being given though. No one's getting that house.
No one's fucking getting that house. That is
unless
staying,
you have $9,000.
That is staying in the family. Real estate is a great investment. I mean, maybe not a huge house in the middle of nowhere with nothing around for miles.
That's kind of disposable. For like the weekend.
Right.
It's pretty close to the Burning Man too. It might catch on fire anyway.
Yeah.
And there might be some sort of insurance thing going on with it catching on fire immediately after Burning Man.
Right.
But that's just what it is.
I may or may not have taken out a nice little flood insurance policy.
Yeah, that was an electrical fire that happens.
Yeah.
Yes, you do store a lot of gas at your house.
I do.
But that's also because you're in the desert and you want to be prepared. So you need a bunch of gasoline and those little gas cans for some reason.
Yes.
And everybody knows that those spill.
Right.
They spill gas everywhere, especially when you tip them over and pour them.
And shake them hard.
Yeah. While they're open. Yeah. It's crazy that happens when you are shaking a gas can with an open top.
Right.
that it'll just spray gas everywhere.
Yeah, it's weird how that
and
happens.
then you love cigarettes, so I mean,
Yeah.
that's a bad combination.
Yeah.
Or you were lighting up your, I don't know, your bong for the Burning Man or whatever they do.
Yeah,
out
well,
there.
I was doing a lot more heavy shit than that.
Yeah.
Than weed. That's amateur hour.
What are they doing out there? Molly, mushrooms, that shit?
Yeah. A lot of psychedelics, acid. Yeah.
Nice. You just got to be on all those.
Yeah, I don't really remember what happened, but I do remember thinking, like, what if this is it for me? What if I've given all that I have to give? And then I realized I still have so much more to give.
Nice.
There's so many more women out there who I have not.
You got to give it to all the women.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I agree.
And thank God I pulled through, because there are so many women out there who haven't gotten it from me, but they will get it.
They will get it.
With their consent, obviously. But if you're a woman out there who, like, is really grateful that I survived and you want me to give it to you, I will.
We need women to get it from us.
Yeah. And I just have this, like, new lease on life now. Because I was ready to die. Like, I was sitting, there's like a massage chair in the house, tent, like one of those sharper image.
Like a Brookstone.
Yeah.
Nice.
Massage chairs that cost like $27,000.
Nice.
And I was just in there just getting a full body massage. And then I like heard all these people like running outside, and I heard like pitter patter of rain against the windows of the tent.
Like a drizzle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was kind of like sleeping it was kind of like because I was super fucked up.
Yeah.
So I was just having this like out of body experience while my body was being massaged by this chair.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, I don't know. It's a little tough for me to talk about right now. I think I need to process a little bit what happened.
Yeah.
Because mental health is important.
Yeah, that's really important when people are like, a crime happens, and then people are like, tell us about it. And you're like, I can't. It's,
Right.
Yeah. We don't need to talk about the fire.
I'm gonna process this for maybe 20 years, and then come out
after the statute of limitations is gone,
and
for
then
the
accuse
burning
someone
of that house
of a crime
for the insurance fraud.
Yeah.
After that is cleared, then you can.
Then
talk
I will
about
make a statement. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So yeah. So it was a crazy experience, but I have this new lease on life now, and there's a lot more things I want to accomplish, a lot more that I have left to give, and a lot of women I want to give it to.
Yeah.
So hit me up in my DMs if you want to take me up on that. So in other stuff going on, yesterday, so this podcast is coming out on 9/12, but we are recording on 9/11.
Never forget.
Never forget those brave. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because two.
You're right.
happened,
You
so
did it twice for the two towers. Yeah.
So it's unfortunate that happened.
Yeah.
I think, wasn't it Nancy Pelosi that was like a whoops?
I think that was Ilhan Omar.
Oh yeah.
You said like
It's even more
I think she
ridiculous.
said like something happened or something.
So we did a thing.
Right.
She did
it was
that.
like that kind of right.
Yeah. So it was,
As that
back
type
then
of
Muslims did a thing.
Flippance.
Whoops.
Yeah. But look, there was a lot of the biggest problem in that was not the 3,000 people who got killed, but the Islamophobia that happened because of that. And if you are,
Well, that's what Ilhan Omar always talks about.
Right.
She's like, I don't know why people are so racist towards Muslims, and it's like, well, so they did a thing, right?
Right.
So,
But
that
look,
was a whoops, okay?
Yes.
And that was an accident.
that was not representative of the whole religion, of course. So if you are a Muslim woman out there who wants us to console you and give it to you, hit us up and we will save you from this Islamophobic rhetoric.
We would not be Islamophobic towards you.
No.
If you were wearing whatever garb you're supposed to wear because of what are they called? The morality police or whatever.
Yeah.
If you're supposed to wear that stuff, we would encourage you to take it off.
Right. As a sign of protest.
Yeah. Like those women that are like burning, like women used to like burn their bras and stuff. They don't even wear bras anymore, so they can't even burn those. But they could. You just have to burn whatever you're wearing. Whatever you're wearing, just take it off and throw it in the fire, and we support that.
Yeah.
So, and since you don't have the support of a bra, we will support you.
Yes. Yeah. So 9/11, you know, it's a lot of complicated feelings for us, but the main thing first and foremost is we want to commemorate those brave
Lost souls,
lost people, those brave 19 hijackers.
Yeah. Hijackers, people that went for a ride.
Right.
That's what they're called now.
Right.
We can't call them hijackers.
Yeah.
That would be racist, you know.
Right.
You want to call them
it is exactly
Muslim
what
guys
they
who
did.
borrowed a plane.
Right. But
And then, you know, look, if you just learned how to fly and then you come from coach to then fly the plane using box cutters, you might not know how to drive it very well, you know? And then you might hit a building or two.
Yeah. Oh, so your theory is that
They were just taking it for a joyride.
they were taking it for a joyride after killing the pilots.
Well, maybe, look, box cutters are dangerous, and maybe there was turbulence.
Yeah.
Maybe they were trying to open.
Did they kill the pilots or just like, or
Well, I mean, everybody died
yeah, well, before they took over the wheel.
I don't know.
Did they kill them with the box cutters?
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Did they? Or yeah, maybe they. I saw that movie United '93 a while ago about the plane that crashed in the. It was
field?
going for the White House. Yeah, but it crashed in the field.
And it was like a puddle of debris, like it was like not even recognizable as a plane, right? Do you remember that? It like landed in the field, and they're like, "That was a plane." They're like, "Was it?" Did you see the wreckage there?
Oh, that yeah,
It was like disintegrated.
Okay.
It was crazy.
That I'm not sure about, but I do know that the one that crashed into the Pentagon was like,
and it landed right where some files were stored for
after what
trillion,
a $1 trillion
might have been like
went
$3 trillion.
missing. Yeah. So nothing
nothing
to see there.
That's crazy that plane crashed right into those files where those would be.
Right.
But I guess.
And also at the most secure building in the world, the best footage we have of that was like 2 seconds of like blurry night vision, like indistinguishable.
Look, we can't. What are they going to get 4K cameras to watch the Pentagon? You know, they have the same cameras that 7-Eleven
that gas
has.
station security.
That 7-Eleven has outside of their gas station.
Exactly.
Which is like when a crime happens, they're like, well, all we know is a black guy did it because the pixel of the person that it's literally a pixel that did a crime, and we think it's a black guy.
Yeah.
And then we can be like, that's racist because that's all you can even know from the quality of the camera being so bad.
Right.
So.
Right. So yeah, nothing to see here with that $1 trillion missing from the Pentagon. Why is there no explanation of that?
I don't know, you know. But it's we're not one of those podcasts that are going to we're going to ask questions about the narrative.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, buddy.
Oh, we're going to dive
weirdo.
into conspiracies. Yeah. Oh, and let's swing some kettlebells and do some DMT while we're at it. Well, guess what? This isn't the Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah, we don't,
motherfucker.
We don't question what's going on.
No.
We literally
accept the exact narrative that the media and government wants us to say.
Yeah, we are a alternative media podcast that says
rock.
Exactly what they say.
Right.
We pull up the most like mainstream articles and then we like comment on them and we're like, yep, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
There is nothing weird about that.
Right.
That's what this podcast is. So it's like you kind of like watch CNN. And then you like, I wonder what like a normal fucking dipshit in the world would think. And then that's what we're for. But we're not dipshits because we have a podcast.
Yeah.
You're a dipshit because you consume media. We create media, which makes you a stupid idiot. And we're brilliant, awesome geniuses. Because we're media class and you're loser, dumbass, idiot consumer class. And we hate consumerism, but buy our products and you know, subscribe to
give
our
us
podcast.
money to the Slot Fund. Yeah.
Yeah. Be our consumers, but consumerism is bad.
Yeah. If you give us,
if
you give us enough money,
if
you give us enough money, then we'll have the money to end capitalism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes plenty of sense. Like capitalism is a video game, and like we're kind of near the last level, so you know we're in like this boss fight situation, and we're the boss. So, you know, just and the only like you know how like in boss fights in video games, there's like you have to do like a special thing or like shoot them like 8,000 times. What you have to do is shoot us 8,000 times with money. You just keep shooting us with money until we go away.
Yeah.
And we go away because we're like, well, we have enough money. Why are we doing this bullshit anymore?
Right.
And we just quit with all of our money. But then you got to keep sending us money because we're gonna. Then like 20 years down the road, we'll do like hey, what if we brought the band back together podcast? You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know how they always do that?
Right. Right.
Like those bands are like, fuck being this band. This sucks. We hate each other. Our band's garbage, and we will never do that again. Like we both publicly do that in like interviews. I fucking hate that guy. We'll never sit down in the same room again. Yeah. And we both run out of money, and then we're like, you know what? We were just thinking that we should, you know, get back together.
What happened to us?
What happened to the fucking money we made?
Yeah,
Did we spend it all? Fuck.
Right. Yeah, I really miss Chris Columbus and how I didn't just fucking want to kill him every second I did this goddamn podcast. Yeah, what happened to the good old days, man?
Yeah, and then
let's get the band back together.
Yeah. And then they have those like reunion shows where it's like you can clearly feel the tension of those like everybody getting back together and like, I fucking hate this guy. It sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Those are always great shows.
Yeah. And that's not what that's not the stage that this podcast is in right now. We're not at each other's throats.
No.
Right before and after recording.
Absolutely not.
We want to be here.
Yeah, we love this.
Yeah.
We hang out all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely, We definitely don't just have so much blackmail on each other that it's just mutually assured.
The only reason we show up here is so we don't shit on each other on our podcast while the other one's not here.
And release career and life ending.
Like we're in a group chat constantly sharing blackmail with each other.
Yeah.
That like, oh, you better be here this week or else this is coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a healthy relationship.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how we deal with all of our relationships. We we meet someone, then we're like, tell us the darkest thing that you know
you can
about
open
yourself.
up to me.
Can you send me that in a like document form?
Right.
And they're like, why do you need that? I'm like, just sign it. Just sign this.
Yeah.
Sign this non-disclosure agreement or whatever.
And she'll be like opening up and she'll be like crying and then she'll open her eyes and see my phone.
Microphones,
just like point it out. And she's like, why are you holding your phone out to me
She'll
as
hear
a microphone
from the recording, like the recording
you're a
starting?
TikTok hot boy doing body count interviews on the street. It's like, oh, well, I'm just documenting this for posterity, you know?
I was just making a story of us.
Yeah.
You know? So.
Right.
Yeah, it would be... Yeah, we love it, and the reunion show would be great. 20 years after we quit this show.
Right. So we were talking about how like we are alternative, we are punk rock. We're saying the things that you can't say, except that we say everything that the government and corporate media does say and promote. Speaking of which, there is a TikToker who we want to play the clip of.
Yes.
Who had this great TikTok about Joe Biden's presidential accomplishments so far. Yeah. And it was totally organic, and he was not paid at all to do this. And it was just like a normal video. This guy was just compelled to go into his car and to talk about how much he loved Joe Biden.
That's what
and
this
his
guy does.
accomplishments.
His name is Chris D. Mowry. And he's got this video here. I'm going to pull it up. And here we go.
A lot of people are surprised to learn how productive the Joe Biden presidency has actually been. Like, unemployment is at a 54-year low. He's created 13 million jobs. Inflation has gone down for like the 14th month in a row. He's invested more money than anyone in infrastructure in the last like 3 decades. Did you even know that? He passed the first meaningful gun reform in decades. He's invested more money in climate change than any president ever. Like $500 billion. There's a lot of misinformation about that one. New leases for oil drilling projects have decreased 97% under Biden compared to Trump. Did you know that? The list goes on and on and on and on. He's been inclusive. He invests tons of money in mental health care. I mean, compare this to the other guy who's being indicted 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know how many times on RICO charges. He's been impeached twice. He's got a second defamation lawsuit. He sexually assaults women. I mean, what are we doing? He's trying to keep himself out of jail. And the only thing I can ever hear about Joe Biden is they're like, Chris, Joe Biden is old. Joe Biden is old. I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. We don't care.
Wow. That is not the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
That is natural, organic. I often have the compulsion to just go into the car and just go off on a minute-long tirade about Joe Biden's accomplishments. There's nothing weird about
that. That didn't say in it was this was an endorsement paid for by Joe Biden. And it's got him in it going,
come on, man.
You know?
Right.
It's like, hey, come on, vote for me, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
You know? Or maybe him going,
you ain't black.
Right.
That would be nice if that was his endorsement at the end of his thing.
Yeah. So yeah, that video definitely it totally didn't come out that guy's talent agency is literally on the payroll of the DNC. That totally didn't come out.
That is
so nothing
wild
to see there. Yeah.
Well,
just a natural, organic video.
Think of
about
most
what
kids, right?
a
Like
20-something-year-old kid wants to say in his car.
Yeah, you're 20 years old, right? What's your when I was 20, my favorite thing was geopolitics. That's like my favorite shit when I was 20. I couldn't wait to talk about politics with my buddies.
Yeah.
Like we'd all like gather around, get a bunch of beers, and just be like, let's talk about the unemployment.
Let's talk about the unemployment rate right now.
Yeah, and how it's good because we have a Democrat president.
Right. You know, I'm gonna be honest about something, Chris. Like, sometimes I see videos of Biden where he's like stumbling and bumbling, and like there was this. He was in Vietnam, and he walked off stage, right? Or that was when he was giving. He was like awarding a war veteran. Maybe it was World War II. I just saw the video. I didn't know the context, but he was putting a medal on a very old guy in a.
Not older than him though.
No,
right?
Definitely older than him.
Older
I think he was like
Biden?
100. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then he just he put the medal on him, and then he just walked off. And everyone's like, "Hey, Joe, where are you going?"
Yeah.
And so sometimes I see videos like that, and I think is he getting a little old? Like, do we need to maybe get Kamala in there or get Gavin Newsom in there or someone? But then I saw the video of what that guy said at the end, where he's like, people say he's too old. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. I'm just a normal Gen Z guy in my car. Just talk about we don't care. This is how we talk. This is normal. This is normal. Do you hear about Biden's accomplishments? He's doing pretty great. He's kind of killing it much. Could you say he's kind of killing it? He's kind of that guy. He's kind of him.
He's the it guy.
He's the it guy.
Let me consult the script that I was sent by the DNC he's good.
Unemployment's at a 50-year
the
low.
other guy, I can't mention his name. I'm not allowed to say his actual name.
1, 2, 3. I lost track of the charges.
He is orange and he's bad.
We don't care. We don't care.
So when I saw him say that, then I was like,
What a normal.
I don't care either.
Yeah.
I don't care either.
And if I'm on TikTok and I see that enough, then no one else will care.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters.
So,
Orange man bad, senile, totally out there, old guy who is completely incoherent and doesn't even know what's going on.
we don't care.
We don't care.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's good. We love that guy, and we love content like that. And we should talk about this. Well, back to New York. We were talking about 9/11. Back to New York. Mayor Adams, the mayor of New York, described as Black Trump for warning migrant crisis to destroy city.
Black Trump is what they're calling him.
That's what this
They're calling
Fox
him-
News article says.
Okay.
Well, because he was, if you took the transcript of what he said, you would think it was
What Trump said.
what Trump said about
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said stuff like, they're not sending their best.
right. They're destroying our city. The migrants are coming here and they're using all the resources, and we can't handle them. We can't handle the people. Okay.
There's too many people.
There's too many people. We can't handle all the people. And I know a thing or two about handling people, but we can't handle them all. Okay. The resources are stretched too thin. Except it was Eric Adams being like, man, these migrants, they're coming over here, man.
Yeah.
And they're going to destroy our city. New York ain't going to be nothing left.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, he
you
said
know.
something like that.
I'm still working on my Eric Adams impression.
Yeah.
But, you know, he said something to
I
that
don't know what he
effect.
sounds like, but I know he definitely probably sounds like that.
Right.
Yeah.
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 So
He's probably like, damn, there's a lot of motherfuckers out here. You know what I'm saying? And they don't look like us, if you know what I'm saying.
right. So
Right.
yeah, well, that's what it was. It was racist.
Yeah.
So that's what people are
Not
saying.
what I did was racist.
No, or what I did.
What he did. Yeah.
What he did.
What we did was not racist.
No.
That's just an impression.
Right. We are impressionists. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what Eric Adams did was racist.
Yeah.
Because he's talking about Latinx people in a derogatory way. So I'm sick of why is Eric Adams saying this Trump rhetoric about how the city isn't prepared to handle thousands and thousands of these that can't possibly be true. That's just racist.
Have you seen all the space on the streets?
Yeah.
There's so much space on the streets for people to sleep.
I saw when I was leaving my place this morning, I only saw one tent on my street.
How did you do that?
What?
Like, you really only saw one tent? There's so many tents.
Yeah. No, there was only one tent. So
Did you go a specific route to only see the one tent?
No, it was just the only tent that was there. And I was just thinking to myself, when I saw that tent, I was like, God, this is so sad. All this space where there could be way more tents.
Yeah. See, that's a good point.
A complete lack of tents. And look,
It's like, what's the sidewalk for? Walking on the side?
right.
Why isn't it called, okay, it's called sidewalk. Why don't we call it side home? How about that?
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like instead of calling people homeless, just unhoused, problem solved.
Yeah. Instead of calling them homeless people, they call them the unhoused, which
Right.
is, definitely removing the word people.
Kind of
from
sounds
that
like a
group
band.
is- yeah.
The unhoused,
Yeah.
the something.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good band name. And also removing the word people from that group is good.
Yes.
Because they are definitely, they're something.
Yeah.
But are they people? They are unhoused.
Yeah. So I can't believe Eric Adams had the audacity to complain that the city couldn't handle thousands and thousands of these people with nowhere to put them, nowhere to feed them.
It's like how many, there's so much housing in New York City,
Right.
right? It's like a bunch of people live with people, like several people will share a one bedroom. And it's not because the rent is astronomically insane there and you have to live with 8 roommates when you're 40, And
Yeah.
also, why not everybody gets a homeless guy to live with them. How cool would that
Right.
be? Or an unhoused.
Yeah.
Which then you can't call them unhoused. You would just be like a roommate.
Have
That's
you
what would call
volunteered
them.
to
I have not.
house a unhoused?
I actually said, if you fucking put one of these pieces of shit in my house, I'll fucking kill you. I may have said something like that.
Yeah.
But I think that other people should house them. I
Right.
got a whole situation here. Like this is my business, you know. My business is here also.
Yes.
I work from home
Right.
for my business.
Yeah.
So it's just
Which
like
is
a
your
logistical-
business being just doing 1 hour a week of a podcast.
but it's like a whole thing, you know.
Yeah.
It's got to be quiet in here. I can't have a homeless guy screaming at the top
Right.
of his lungs,
Right.
swinging a machete or whatever they
Yeah.
do, you know.
I got an idea where we could house all the migrants in New York City.
Where's that?
Trump Tower. Stick them all in there.
Nice.
What's the problem?
Yeah.
There's plenty of
There's
space. It's a,
vacant
it's a
rooms.
big tower.
Yeah. There's
It's a
vacant
tall
rooms
tower.
there. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they could all fit in there.
That would be good.
What? Yeah. And that would show the Cheeto, right?
Yeah.
You hate
He would never.
you hate Mexicans so much.
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
They're all in.
They're all your neighbors now. Well, I guess he moved to Florida, but does he ever
Yeah.
come back
Where his
to
neighbors
visit
would be
sometimes?
Cubans and Dominicans,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, the Cubans are all in Florida, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He would move to
Oh,
Florida.
Florida. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
He would move there.
Yes.
He would still call them Mexicans, though.
Yeah. Well, most of the Cubans are Republicans.
Yeah.
So, in other words, white.
Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah,
Latin
your race
anymore.
is only determined by what side you're on.
And a lot of them are white passing. So, and you may wonder who's making the white passing Latino pass. Who's making the call? Aren't you just what you are?
We are making that call.
Yeah, the answer is
That's what
us.
this
We are the
podcast
judge. This
is-
podcast is the
If you
authority.
think you're not white, send us, if you're a woman and you aren't sure how white you are, send us a picture of you fully nude, and then we will be able to tell, because there's a lot of things we can tell by your nudes,
Yeah.
you know? So we will judge your picture, and we'll
give notes.
Yeah, it's kind of like a 23andMe, right? You know how like you would send like your DNA off to the thing? What you need to do is you need to send a nude of you, right? And then also attach your like phone number to it. And I might need to, let's say I'm in the lab, you know, I'm working in the lab. I'm like, hey, test results are inconclusive. I need you to come over here and I need to take some samples. You know what I mean? I'm going to take some samples from your, because you look like you might be a percentage not white, but I'm going to need to really get in there and figure it out.
Right.
I'm going to have to do a swab, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how would that help you tell what race a woman is by swabbing them?
Well, I have a medical, like bent, you know, those things that, I don't know, it's like a medical bed with the wax paper, right?
Right.
It
Yeah,
is-
I know
it
you
is
got
my
your
bed.
wax paper. Yeah.
It is my bed.
It's just
but I
your
do
bed.
have wax paper instead of sheets over the top of it. And then you'll come over to my doctor's office. I'll be wearing a
White lab coat.
or a robe, whatever I call it a lab coat. You might be like, that's a robe. And I'll be like, shut up, bitch. It's a fucking lab coat.
Yeah.
All right. Then, and they'll be like, don't doctors usually wear something under the lab coat? I'm like, hey, just lady, I'm in my lab, okay? We're fine, okay? So come to the medical examination room, and then she'll be like, it's written with like crayon on a sheet of paper taped to your bedroom. And I'll be like, yeah, it is. Okay, we're working on the office here, okay? And then I'll open the door, and it's my bed with no sheets on it and wax paper that is soiled from a previous encounter. And I'll be like, okay. And I will rip that wax paper off, and I will cut it off, crumple it up, and throw it away. And I'll be like, there you go. You can sit on the wax paper there. And then I'll play comforting music, which will be like R&B, R. Kelly tunes. Okay. And then I'll be like, yeah, just lay on your back, you know? And it'll be that bump and grind song, you know?
Yeah.
You know? So she'll like lay back, and I'll be like, yeah, you know, she's nude. She has to be nude.
Right.
because you know how like Chinese people have like a don't wear shoes in my house thing. I have a full like closed off situation for my office here for women only though.
Right.
So, and she's like laying, and I'm like, I'll kind of grab her tits, and then I'll like kind of lay, you know, I'll like lay on top of her, and then I use my senses to feel her ethnicity, you know.
Okay.
And then I'll kind of, you know, sensually move my hand down her body, and then I'll kind of feel the heat.
Yeah.
You know,
well, I think we
up.
get the idea of what you're saying,
all right.
but
you get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I conduct an experiment.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then and then immediately after I bust, it's like, you know what, you gotta get out of here. The test is
She's
done.
like, did you? But what were the results?
The results are I'm done. So that was.
Yeah, the results will be processed in few business days, right? 2 to 3 business days.
And you'll hear from me again in maybe about a month.
Yeah.
At I don't know, like 2 a.m. on a Saturday.
Something like that.
And I'll be like, I think we need to do another test.
Yeah. The results came back inconclusive.
Yeah, I might say that, but I might say something like, I miss you.
Yeah.
Or what happened to us?
She's like, aren't you my doctor?
And she'll be like, who is this? I didn't save your number in my phone.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, I miss you, babe.
Yeah.
She's like, we hung out one time and you never called me again. It's like, what if we hung out 2 times?
Yeah.
Come over. And you should come over because we got to do more tests. It's just the way it is.
Yeah. So yeah, these are the things that we have to do sometimes. And I forget what got us on that topic, testing people's races.
You were talking about Mayor Adams.
Oh, yeah, Mayor Adams. Yeah, right.
This is a totally fine tangent off of Mayor Adams.
Yeah. So Mayor Adams is canceled for complaining about the migrant problem. I haven't seen a problem. Again,
no problem.
Like I said, in my gated community, I don't see any problem. So I don't want to hear like, oh, the migrant problem is out of control. Like there's nowhere to put these people. It's not safe for them. It's not safe for the people around them. There's they have nowhere to go. It's shut up. Okay? Just shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
It's racist.
Yeah.
End of story.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, it's very racist. We don't need to talk about look, migrants coming in is good. America is a melting pot.
Yes.
Do you remember them saying that?
Yes.
It was like a weird thing to say. America's like all the people are like melting together or something.
Well, I think
what even is a melting pot?
I think it's just a phrase.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a weird phrase.
Yeah.
And it's like,
well,
all the people kind of, wherever they go, they all kind of segregate each other. You know?
Yes.
Which is bad, but it's also good.
It's good.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. It was bad segregation, but now it's good. So, yeah.
Yeah. So we got to get into this here, this very important story. This Obama accuser, Larry Sinclair, went on Tucker Carlson's show on X. I won't say Twitter because it's X now.
This son of a
He went
bitch.
on his Tucker on X show and accused Obama of having gay sex with him and smoking crack together in 1999. And we just want to say that this guy, Larry Sinclair, he's been convicted of multiple fraud-related crimes. Okay, so he's a convicted fraudster. He's coming out about something that happened decades ago. I guess he was talking about it when Obama was running for president too. But he's talking about this thing that happened 25 years ago with no evidence to back it up, just trying to take out a high-level political figure who he disagrees with. It's like, shut up with your fake, non-reputable, unvetted accusations, okay? We will never stand for something like that. But anyway, we want to thank the brave victims who came forward against Brett Kavanaugh and Donald Trump, and these brave victims who 30, 40 years after their experience, they came forward with their truth.
It takes a long time to muster up the courage to accuse somebody of assaulting you.
Yes.
And that sometimes you need that person to get a pretty good job.
Yes.
That's when you want to come out.
And it's important that those people are Republican.
Oh, yeah. That's the only time it can be at all acceptable.
Yeah. So this Obama accuser, obviously fake. The Biden accuser, Tara Reid, I just remember her name is Tara Reid because it's the same as the actress.
I thought it was Tara Reid. I thought it was her.
Not that Tara Reid, but the Biden accusation, obviously garbage. But the ones against Republicans are reputable. So it's believe all women and gay men if their politics aligns with us.
Yeah.
In this case, it does not. So shut the fuck up, you lying
piece of shit.
Yeah. Faggot.
Yeah. You gay loser.
Yeah. So
yeah.
So
yeah, we love that.
And look, I don't say that. I don't say that lightly.
No.
But when you're gonna come out with this accusation,
this bullshit.
Yeah.
About our president.
Our favorite. Well,
our favorite.
Is he our favorite or is Biden our favorite?
I think now we should say Biden is our favorite. Yeah. But
because of all those accomplishments that guy listed
off of a thing he was reading.
Right.
Yeah. Right. That he practiced 35 times to nail it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, right now Biden's our favorite president in election times, but also Obama was the greatest president of all time. Hands down, no doubt about it.
Yes.
Yeah, and this fucking gaylord trying to take down
fairy boy twink.
Yeah, fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Obama's married to a woman.
Yeah.
Definitely a woman.
Yes, a strong, independent,
really strong woman.
Black woman.
Yeah.
A black queen. So
she's great.
Yeah. So fuck this guy and his accusation. And did you see Tucker's face? I didn't see the whole interview. I just saw the trailer. But did you see Tucker's face when they cut back to him when the guy was saying? He was just like, yeah.
He was like so stoked.
He was just so like, then he did what? Oh, then you sucked his dick? What? And then you did crack, and then you sucked his dick again, and then he came back the next day, and then you did it all over. Oh my god!
that was Tucker's.
That was exactly what he was doing.
Wow.
It's like maybe you got a little secret too, Tucker. Maybe you're
Tucker,
getting off on
gay.
this.
Yeah.
Along with Mike Pence and Lindsey Graham and Tim Scott. Ooh, Lindsey Graham.
Who's
and
Tim Scott?
The black Republican senator from South Carolina who's running for president now.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, Lindsey Graham and Tim Scott in your 50s and 60s, single, never been married. I wonder why. I wonder what's going on there.
Interesting. Just a couple of bachelors.
Yeah.
Living the life.
Yeah, that's totally normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure nothing weird is happening there. I bet you're fucking gay. That's what happens.
Yeah,
That's what's happening. You fucking gay guys. I know you're both gay. Anyway, we stand firm with the LGBTQ community, and everyone should always feel embraced and supported, and people should never have to hide who they are.
No.
What's sadder than that, than someone having to be in the closet because they're worried about being accepted? We would never ridicule anyone who's in the closet or feels like they wouldn't be accepted by society. How sad is that?
It's so sad, except for these Republican jerks.
Yeah, except if you're a Republican.
Yeah.
Then fuck you, you gaylord.
Yeah. Nice.
So glad we covered that. Anything else quick you want to get to before we?
Okay, you said you wanted to wrap up.
Yeah.
We got to wrap up kind of early here. I think I saw an article here. Oh, there was a video of we had a video of Gary Busey. Do you remember Gary Busey? We had a video of Gary Busey leaving a hit and run. He got in a hit and run accident. Did you see that?
I did not see the video.
Okay, I wanted to show you this. This was great. Okay, so we got Gary Busey here leaving the scene of a hit and run car accident here. All right.
Has he been like arrested or?
Not sure, but here you go. Here's the video.
Sir, you hit my car. I need your information. Sir! You hit my car!
Be wiped out.
It doesn't matter. That's not how this works. You hit my car. You have scuffs all over your car.
Progressive Insurance.
I want the number. I want the information.
No.
Sir, you hit my car.
I'm private.
It doesn't matter. You hit me. You hit my car. No, you rear-ended me. You can't hit someone and then leave. Yo, that's not okay.
This is listening to
You
the
hit
Beach
my
Boys.
car. Sir,
Playing the Beach Boys.
you
in
don't
this
get to
car.
just leave hitting someone. Dude,
Can you imagine getting hit
what
by
the fuck?
a
You
celebrity
can't
guy?
hit someone and then
he's
just
like,
leave.
I'm private. He's like, I'm private.
Right. Well, I mean, that's kind of the line that you've pulled after you got
Yeah.
into some road incidents with
I mean,
people.
Yeah. This is just kind of the protocol, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not because I don't have insurance.
No.
It's not that.
or a license.
Or a car that's mine. It's a stolen car that
Yeah.
I hit you with.
Right.
They'll be like, hey, we need to change insurance information. I was like, I would love to give you the insurance on whoever's car this is, but it's not, I don't know.
Yeah.
So like, I can't.
They're like, can I take a picture of your license?
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. You can take a picture of. Yeah.
Tires squealing.
Yeah, I'm
Beach
I'm doing
Boys,
it.
full volume.
Yeah,
You are out.
Wouldn't it be nice? You know, playing that song.
Yeah.
That's the most comical song to be playing.
Yeah, it really is.
That was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Gary Busey, a real fucking baller,
Yeah.
leaving the scene of a crime with a hit and run. So I thought that was great. Thought you might want to see that. But yeah, so yeah, we had that. The Danny Masterson stuff happened.
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis were catching some flack for.
They were like defending.
They were writing character witness testimony about. They're like, hey, we know he like raped 3 women, but he's a really great guy and a great father.
Oh, they did it like that?
Yeah. But and then they had to then that went public and then
Okay.
they apologized.
How
They
do
had
you do that? That's, you know what I mean? Wouldn't the rape thing be like kind of like
kind of
hard
supersede
to
the
yeah?
You
So
would
he's
think.
a good guy, but yeah. Aside from that thing, he was pretty cool,
Right.
You know, like it's like,
Yeah, it's a little strange.
that's a weird thing to kind of.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
and
But
it's weird that you know, with the like during the Me Too era, there would be people that would like get shut down for some questionable shit, you know, like something that was like kind of not like, okay, this guy's terrible, you know, like some of those articles that came out that were like, this guy took me out on a date and he didn't pay for the whole thing, so Me Too, right? There was some women that did stuff like that, and then, but then like people were just like, yeah, fuck that guy, he's a piece of shit.
right.
But then to be like, this guy's convicted of multiple rape charges.
Yes.
To
Yeah,
be
was a little strange.
To be like, he was pretty nice though.
Right. And he's a great father.
He's a good dad.
Yeah. And he was a great actor. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a little odd. But then
Yeah,
they apologized, and then people were criticizing the apology too. But
Yeah, that's
yeah,
wild.
we can't believe that those two would ever stand up for a rapist, and we think they should be canceled. And any like, I know, big acting projects that either of them had, I think should go to us.
Yeah.
End of story.
And we need to have a little private conversation with Mila Kunis.
I think so. I think so. Yeah.
You know?
1-on-1 or 2-on-1.
Yeah.
Little dialogue.
Hell yeah, Mila. Come on over. We will we'll set you straight.
Yeah.
Did you have anything you wanted to plug?
I don't think so.
All right. Yeah, we got to get going here. Follow the boys on all of our platforms. Follow Ally of the Show, Jeff Zinasek on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all that stuff. Follow the boys, the Two Woke Boys, on everything you can. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We're trying to put clips out on our YouTube page, so check those out. Comment and subscribe if you're already subscribed. Comment on the stuff and like it and whatnot. Share clips. You know, we're trying to put more clips out on our Two Woke Boys pages. So make sure you share those and leave us 5-star reviews on iTunes and Spotify. That helps us in the algorithm. We need all the help we can get in the algorithm. That's awesome from you guys when you guys do that. And donate to the Slut Fund on Venmo or Cash App. One of our bros, Matt, sent us $9.11 today.
Wow.
So that was thank you for sending a
what a meaningful gift.
gift.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he could have sent $911.
yeah, that would have been
Or
pretty tight.
$9,011.
Okay. Yeah. Then it would
Or
be
not-
9011.
Okay, so he could have sent $9,110.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
Or 9,011,100. Wait, what would it be? 9,110,000.
Yeah. Why don't you send that?
Yeah. Yeah. Why not? Why not that?
Yeah.
Or $2 trillion, because that's what got hit by the Pentagon,
Right.
by that plane.
Let's take that money that went kind of
Disappeared.
missing from the Pentagon and
just
give
send
it
it
to
right
our
into the
podcast.
slut fund.
Imagine what we could do with $1 trillion.
We would build our own Pentagon.
Yeah.
We would. This podcast studio would be inside of a Pentagon,
Right.
which we might explode part of for tax purposes.
Right. When
There
tax
might be,
time
yeah.
comes around in April.
We might be walking around our Pentagon
With some
space
gas
with
cans.
some gas. Yeah, just accidentally spilling them
yeah,
everywhere.
don't worry about it.
Yeah, and smoking cigs.
Yeah.
You know, and like lighting it and then like flicking it in a
Right.
little trail, and then the trail goes up, and then
Yeah.
yeah, that would be sick. But yeah, thanks for listening to the show. Thanks for being a fan. You guys rule. This has been episode 163 of the Two Woke Boys podcast. I am Chris.
And I'm Cole.
And together we are Two Woke Boys.
Chaos